The seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got between the Washington Commanders and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. It's Brian Robinson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 39, Powell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Powell down to throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
On 2nd and 9, Powell. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Howell looking to throw again. Forced out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing on 3rd down here. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll run for it with Robinson. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. From the end zone, Goff. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 38. And the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And he's got room. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. In motion goes the tight end. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That one is blown up by Jordan Brooks, the linebacker. The Lions at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they've gotten a pretty good deal from the schedule makers as well. Home dates in Weeks 1 and 2.
And I would believe that they would need to take advantage of that, partner, because as you can imagine, the road dates will pile up later this season. So this is a great opportunity for them to put some early distance on the rest of the division and create a little bit of a cushion for them for later in the year. No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
We're scoreless after 1. Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2. as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all these pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Steps away to his left. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off play action. Here's Goff. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Goff linking up with Sharp for a Lions first down.
Loaded with talent, DJ Chark hasn't been able to stay on the field to replicate a Pro Bowl season from 2019. Detroit gave him a big one-year prove-it deal to see if he can recapture that form, and he comes through here with a first down catch.
Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Sharp's got it, left side. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here's Swift. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead at 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Being chased out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Go off a handoff here to Swift. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throwing out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's caught inside the 35.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Robinson on a give right side.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the right hash, this from 48.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Essentially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
A play fake for Swift. Now Goff.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 30.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
That's once again complete to Chark.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Throwing again is Goff.
To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
One more time with Swift.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
DeAndre Swift
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So how about this start to a year? Fantasy owners take note. 2 rushing touchdowns in the opener. 2 more here in week 2.
So a nice pickup by 2 entities. 1, this team for making sure they acquired this guy. And 2, anyone who plays fantasy who has him on their team.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
2nd and 10, Howell.
That's caught left side, Arcega-Whiteside. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
On 1st down, Howell.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And once more, Howell back to the air. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
One last shot before the break. Howell.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And he makes the score 21-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Goff now to throw. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We're good.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Hey, 76! 76! 76!
Play action. It's gone. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. Here comes the Lions punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
From near the goal line, here's Howell. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. This is the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll go play action. Howell. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get it back at his own 3-yard line. Aiden Hutchinson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Fourth down, Howell. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half, and for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick six.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Now they go play action with Howell.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Lions will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go.
First down, and they go with Swift again. Jamin Davis there to bring him down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Goff. He's going to get this one out to his fullback.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. And Sharp calls it in.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 17-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
Now a 2nd down and 6. He's going to keep this again.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Lions are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Badgley on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 15. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd and 6. And Howell will throw it. Complete, it's Dodson.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
Trucks over him. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
And this is caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Can you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces to see the present, making plays, and knowing what...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And the Lions are able to cover it. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Whoa! 14! 5!
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
Value 3!
Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
That one good for 24 yards.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Go, 76!
Again, Goff.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
In motion left comes Williams.
One out.
Throwing again on second down. Goff. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
The play fake, and now here's Hal to throw it. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Buying time to his left. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Going for it on 4th. Here's Howell. Able to connect with Dotson. Yeah, this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10, Howell. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Faking the handoff, Howell. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy,